Good afternoon, Saturday the 20th of June. Welcome to the Noonday Movement Snack. I'm going to start off with saying hello to the catcher-uppers. If you're catching up, or maybe you have problems getting in because there were so many people at the door getting in today, but for whatever reason, catch-uppers, imagine it's live. Imagine we're all here with you because we are. So enjoy the catch-up, and I hope to see you on a live again soon. But for now, and of course on catch-up, if you don't want this preamble, if you don't want this chit-chat, you can scroll across about 5 minutes, and that's at the point that I say 3, 2, 1 and start the movement snack. So if you just want the power of the snack, get rid of this chitter-chatter, or you can stay. It might be the best bit, you don't know. Anyway, I'm going to say hello, good afternoon, Chris and Deb. Sheila, now you're just showing off. You're so early today. One of the collective is in. Good afternoon. Hello, Andy. Saturday dinner with me. Yes, it's not quite dinner. I've lost the Joe Wicks look. I washed my hair this morning, so I got rid of the bandana. Yeah, but we were being mistaken in the street, Andy, me and Joe Wicks. You know, he's got 900,000 followers. You know, we've got 2,000. So the comparison is hopefully not simple to make. Anyway, enough. Good afternoon, TT. Hello, Super G. Great to see you. Good morning. Sun's coming out. Same here too. Andy, I don't believe you sucked me into a Joe Wicks conversation. If I could edit that and delete it off, I would, but I can't. Catcher-uppers, get rid of that bit. Don't listen. Ali Green, good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Come on, movement snackers. What's going on? Give me some headlines. Please help me out with the preamble. There's about 2 minutes of it left, and if you don't give me some headlines, I'll just tell you what's in my head, which is not always a good idea. Any movement snacking to report this morning, please? Remember, this is a cumulative moving minutes over and above anything else you're doing. All has value. Have you been sat a bit too long? You need to stand up, do a bit of circ boost, perhaps. Have you been thinking about functional reach, stepping with purpose, foot placement? I told you wouldn't want to know what's in my head. Hi Ali, great to see you. Louise, good to see you in London. Chris is in from Wales. Why have we got an oh dear, Chris? Miss P, help me out with that. No Ali, I'm not going to tell you. What's in my head? Maddie Daggers is in. Is the cat with you, Daggers? Maddie Daggers. Hello everyone, hope you're keeping well. Lovely here. Janet, hello. This is 2 for you today, Janet. You're on a double whammy snack, I think. So if you're new, if this is new to movement snacking, welcome. And don't be alarmed that I'm chatting away with these invisible people like I've known them all my life. I haven't, but I have known them about 3 months. And we've got to know quite a lot about each other, you know, whether we like tea or coffee or what colour pyjamas people have, that kind of thing. Really significant stuff in this preamble. Thank you, George. I'm good to see you. He who shall not be named. Oh my goodness, I'm going to get myself into trouble, which is brackets, very unusual. Not. The Port Talbot posse are in. That's the main thing. Oh, did I see Gillian with a J? I don't know, maybe I've got that wrong. Myra's in from Rossneath. Been stretching and bed making. Bed making is a pretty physical task. Lots of bend, loads of shoulders in bed making. And because we often do all that, there's loads of wrists and grip as well. Hello, Margaret. Cat is sunbathing, fully stretched. How's the cat getting on with those cat stretches, Maddie? I think all the collective are here. I think we're going to go 3, 2, 1. That was like a whistle-stop tour of a preamble, wasn't it, really? Anyway, let's cut to the chase. Hello, Bolton. Bolton's here, doing lots of bending and reaching this morning. And I think, Super G, you've been doing some pruning. So you're looking for some extending things. I can give you some extensors. Come on, 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon. My name is Bex Townley from Later Life Training. Still the right way round on the t-shirts, and still getting really confused with the screen flip because everything's back to front. Ali Green, how do you get on with that? Blows my mind a bit. we're going to get cracking. We're going to dive straight in with probably about 12, 13 minutes, additional moving minutes over and above anything else you're currently doing. Have a look first, if you're new, have a look at the movement, decide if you want to do this in sit or in stand, maybe just have a watch if it's the first time you've tuned in, and then go back around, press the replay, put my teeth in, and then give it a whirl. So we start every movement snack with a circulation boost. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you excited? I am. All right, here we go. I've got my extensive notes right here. Who invented post-it? Pick your position, sit or stand. Here we go with the prompts. In standing, some external support close to hand, fixed and stable at an appropriate height for you. Hip height is about right. Boom, boom. Gap between feet before we start. Lengthen through the centre. Let's just get moving, and then I'll crowbar them extra prompts in. Start sonic boost if you're decided in stand with some external support, just so you can feel your way around, how your feet and coordination is today, and then pick through the prompts. Lengthen from the centre. This rhythmical march action is steady and slow. Slow pace but controlled, and then we just start to consider a little bit more ankles, feet and toes. Keep going if that's your stand option. Bring in arms, 1, 2 as and you're ready. Here are the seated options if this is your preferred position. Sit tall away from the back of the chair. This will help with the hip walk. Now I've got this solid support, this hip walk, this lift and shift, progresses me backside just past centre. I can start with the circ boost, the same ankle, foot and toe movement as stand here. This serves to do what it says on the tin and boost the circulation, increase the blood flow. If ankles, feet and toes isn't where you'd like to start, we can do the same with the top end of the moving part, which comes from the shoulders, all on a lifted open posture. Steady, gradual. As you continue to work through the circ boost, as you bring in more movement, goes without saying, you're going to feel this gradual increase in heart rate, just a little lift out of the resting state. It should feel comfortable. It should feel enjoyable to be able to take a deeper breath. And we're not only getting ready for this movement snack, but this movement here, this boost, this circulation boost, so valuable and significant to the health and well-being of our circulatory system. And the act of active sitting or active standing all contributes to ease and quality of movement. Take a pause. So yes, we do the circ boosts in every movement snack. They're really perfectly designed to crowbar into your day if you've been sat a little bit too long, or if you've been stood for too long doing repetitive movements. Just stand taller, sit taller, and just intersperse your day with a little bit of circ boost. Okay, I've got some combos of upper body, shoulders, some back, some extensor stuff, because you've all been out in the garden this morning, and then we're going to look at a little bit of functional type activities of stepping over, of all the kind of extending things, starting with some arm press. Let's get shoulders and all of the upper body into the zone. Lift tall in stand, lengthen, bring the palms forwards to get the wrists moving. So take some steady presses forwards, one arm or two arms, whichever you prefer. You might want to alternate those arms. And over time, start to add an extra resistance, as if you're pushing through water, or as if you're pushing it towards something that's giving you some resistance back. We're getting the wrists and the hands in here, the same as in sit. Lift and lengthen, prepare the hands and push, and try to get this reach, this full extension. Take a breath. Have a pause and a pit stop in between. Lift and lengthen taller. Sit high if you're on the sit bones, if you're in sit position, and then go for this push. And then why not turn and go for the pull as well. So in stand, you might want to put your hands on a bit fixed fixed surface here, and we're aiming for functional reach. Single arms if you prefer, but extend and push. This is going to bring in all the shoulders, all the pushing muscles. It's pushing heavy doors, it's getting out of stairs, it's getting out of stairs, getting out of chairs, getting out of the bath, that type of thing. So just getting the shoulders ready. Let's go the other way into pull. I'm just going to turn around so you can see, if you imagine your shoulder blades here, and in the movement snack in the morning with Dave, we do shoulder rolls and bring in those shoulder blades coming together. So here we're going to extend that. So take a reach forward and then a pull back. And try to bring in, if I come a bit closer, have this, the hand and the grasp action of reaching, pulling, and then squeezing. And can you see my elbows are close to the body? There's the squeeze. And think about an extra squeeze between the shoulder blades. And as you lift and do that, you'll feel also an increase in activity in the centre. Have a breathe. Just take 3, 4, or 5 of these, but the real value is throughout your day, just add them in, reach and pull. I'm compromised on space today, so I'm doing them with two hands, but of course they can be done with one, with support here, reach and pull. If this full extended reach forwards is not feeling right for you, just make that movement smaller, focus on the open and the squeeze. Can you squeeze a grape between your shoulder blades? Other fruits are available. There we go. Don't try pineapple, it's got spiky spines. So can you feel the upper back there? But lots of other stuff happens when we start to extend and lift. And if we open the body out, lots of good stuff happens through the centre as well. This is all about improving movement through our daily life. So really try to get to know the muscles in your back end, because we spend a lot of time flexed. Okay, let's have a pause on a different type of movement. Take up support for this one. Here's the standing option, and then I'll give you some seated options. We're going to switch now to the front parts. So just done lots of extensions in the back end. And now we're going to come down to what is our hip joint and our chair-shaped muscles here. Standing up tall, sideways I think I'll do. We're going to shift the weight, pick up the knee and put it down again. Pick up the knee a little bit higher and put it down again. Can you go for a third gear and put it down again? So this is picking up knees for slopes and stairs and objects, but can you find 3 gears? Can you find 3 movements? So we're trying to grade this movement. Show you again using the support. 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't matter if you can't get the 2 and 3. Did you see the other thing that I put in here? I had a lift and a switch. I had a quick foot change. Lift, change, change. Lift a bit higher, change, change. This is because we're trying to get the feet reacting for us. As we weight shift across the legs, have a little adjust, try to encourage the feet to move and adjust with this movement. To do the other leg, we're going to turn around, step, 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 step. Using support, lift, quick change, lift a bit higher, quick change. So imagine that you are requiring to step over slightly higher objects perhaps. Have a feel how that is for you. Keep lifted, keep extended, and just feel, have you got the same amount of movement on each side? Here's some seated options. Hip walk forward, always hip walk slightly forward. This will enable you to sit a little bit taller. Okay, so in seated, our anchor is our buttocks. So we've got buttock squeezes and release. So contracting, all on lifted posture here, squeeze and release. Or we can take a side step and back, and then some quick feet again. A side step and back, and we're just moving a little bit quicker on the ankles, feet and toes. And this is because we need a little bit of pace, we need a little speed also in daily life. So ankles, feet, toes, we can take the step and the back, the step and the back, or buttercups. Crowbar those into your day, sit up tall, active sitting, just the buttocks with the trunk, with ankles, feet and toes if you can. Have a look at the next one. More about back extending, so all the muscles are on the back end of the body. And we're going to go into a back step. So take up support, have a look. First movement is a step and a return. And then again, so we're working through ankles, feet and toes, step and return. And when I step backwards, I'm using the muscles in the buttocks here. Take a pause, turn around, and do the other side. Lift up taller. Feel your A, toes first, but I want you to come back to base. So up tall, confident step back, come back to base, using external support. Here's the addition if you would like it. If that movement has been good for you, slightly different focus, have a look. I, as if, go to step but don't, and I'm going to pick up the heel, place it down, and then come back to base. So I'm doing a slightly different movement now. So I'm taking the step to the ball of feet, pick up the knee, the heel, replace, and return. Step around. Now, you will feel a difference here as I go to take the step. There's my buttocks, but when I pick up this heel, you're going to feel this in the back of the thigh. Take this slow and controlled. I'm not trying to kick my backside, I'm not trying to do that, I'm just picking it up and again bringing that foot back to base. Here's seated options. Hip wall forward. Okay, if legs, ankles, feet and toes, we can still get the back thighs working. This is the muscles that help us out of chairs. Take a step forward there and then use the floor to slide back. How does that feel? Change legs, so there's the step out. Make the most of that step. Sit taller and literally a little bit of slide from the floor. So we're using the resistance in the floor and you'll feel the muscle in the thigh starting to contract and work to pull that leg back. Even if you're steady and confident in stand, maybe give this one a go to kind of really feel that you've got this back of leg muscle working with a bit of resistance. And we need these muscles to power us out of chairs, for stride length, for steps and stairs. Okay, if you would like, here's, we're going to put some of those together. If you would like, you can take a push, trying to stay in shot, you can take a push, and then you can go straight into the pull. So we go out, and as we take the pull, we take the back step. And then we push forward, and as we take the pull, we take the back step. And if you're steady and confident to do without with two hands, we can take the push, we can take the pull with a back step. Push and pull with a back step. So we're bringing in squeezy back end between the shoulder blades and buttock squeezes with that step back. All can be done holding on. Oh, wrong way. Take the step and the pull back with the step. In the chair. Arms, as we know, we take the push and pulls here. We can push through and from here, bring it a little bit wider. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, push and bring it wider. And all of this on lifted, extended postures here. As you pull back, put in the buttock squeeze as well. So there's the push, the squeeze, so we've got all the back end muscles doing some work for us. Okay, we did a little bit of push, but most of these were about extending and lifting and opening, trying to get some more movement, some contraction, some strength into the back end of the body, as it were, the back side, the behind bits, to help with extension and lift. We also did some lifty over knees. This is for obstacles, and we very specifically put in 3 levels of that, 1, 2 or 3. So you can start to feel, have you got equal movement on both legs? Only bring those things together as and feel that you've mastered the bit before it. Go back and have a look. Just pick one thing that works for you. Just pick one thing that works for you and then deploy that into your day. Can you crowbar into your day every hour? Or is it already in your day, but you're not really thinking about optimizing that type of movement? All right, that's another 14 minutes. So that's the second movement snack. You've got another one at 4 p.m. with, what's her name? That girl from Leicester that loves a circulation boost, and sometimes the cat appears. You've got Kelsey at 4, and you've got us all again tomorrow. I'm on a rota change next week. Keep on moving, everyone. Every movement minute counts. Keep squeezing, keep pushing, keep pulling, keep active standing, keep active sitting, and see you tomorrow. Bye for now.